And welcome back to my channel. Today we are building my dream home. Full disclosure, I do have a video on my channel which it is called the dream home, but I suppose it's not really my dream home because I can't see myself living in it, and I decided to have another crack at it. So this is my dream home 2.0, if you will. And this is more realistic. I do live in England, and my neighborhood is on the verge of being in the countryside. I do see cows and sheep out of my window, so I live very close to it, and I really like it. I like the fact that, neighbors are far away and you can be as loud as you want, because I'm quite a loud person and I listen to music very loudly, and I don't want neighbors knocking on my door. So this is a country house just because of that reason. The interior, it is renovated, so it's not old on the inside. And I did add on a conservatory and a additional dining room on the side of the house. There's this big thing in England for many, many years where people will add on to their homes, and I decided to do that. So this house, it is quite large, I would say. I mean, it's no mansion by any means, but it's quite large. You do have quite a lot of bedrooms and some rooms as well. This was built having my family in mind. So in my household, if you will, it's me, my boyfriend, my two children, and my two cats. And I have a space for everyone, I suppose. So my two children, I have an older son that lives in Portugal, but my two girls, one is 10 years old and one is 8. So the oldest girl is in this time where she's no longer a kid, but not yet a teenager. But she's growing up, so she doesn't like anything pink. She's very anti-pink. She's always has been, to be honest. She's never been a girl that really likes pink. And she designed her own bedroom. My little one did as well. So they designed their own bedrooms, pick the colors and the beds and the things they want. Now, looking at the bedroom that my oldest girl furnished and stuff, it wouldn't be a bedroom that you would look at it and you would think it's for a kid, but it is. It has a black bed and red walls. You will see that in a minute. So in this home, there are two reception rooms, as you would say in England, so two living spaces. One is a more formal one on the right hand side once you walk in the front door. This is the informal one, which goes continually with the conservatory. And yeah, so there's a kitchen, a dining room, and a bathroom downstairs. Now, my boyfriend's profession, he is a graphic designer or a motion graphic designer. He does 3D stuff and he works a lot from home, so I needed to have an office in this house. And he also likes to play music. He makes music like piano and stuff. So there are quite a bit of pianos. No, there is a keyboard, and in the conservatory there is a piano in there. Because I can't play the piano. No, I did know like 2 songs when I was little, but nowadays I don't know. I don't play any musical instruments. I'm not musically gifted, except for my beautiful pipes, which I have a beautiful voice, which, by the way, I don't. Just like singing and, again, annoying my neighbors. See? If I lived here, there would be no neighbors listening to my awkward singing of Adele. So that would be a plus. No embarrassing moments there. Uh, then on the first floor is where all of the bedrooms were, which would be the bedrooms that I would use, which is the master suite, which has a pretty swanky bathroom. There's a family bathroom. There would be my two kids' bedrooms. They do share a bedroom at this point, and my oldest one, she's a bit anxious child, and I couldn't imagine her sleeping in a bedroom by herself because my kids are like attached to the hip. They're pretty much like twins. But you know, in the future, who knows? And there's also a playroom. Then on the upstairs, there's two guest bedrooms, I suppose. There is a double one, and there is one with two single beds. There is a bathroom, a office, and then there's a little gym area. Now, I don't gym. I don't do any form of gymming whatsoever. My way of, losing weight when I want is, just put on some good Brazilian funk or some good Latin music and just dance. And, school runs, I walk for 40 minutes a day. So that is a good thing to make you like fitter. But still, I don't, I wouldn't use that room, but my boyfriend, he likes fitness, so there you go, just for him. And this is the kitchen. Now the kitchen, because it is a rectangle, and it has doors and windows on pretty much every wall except for this little space. I had to put the kitchen there, but then I don't like kitchens that are just along one wall, so I did something that I don't usually do, and I put a countertop in the middle, dividing the spaces as like a breakfast bar kind of a thing, which would be quite useful for like eating breakfast and stuff, and snacks. It's also good to now sit down if someone is cooking on the other side, because you'll be facing them, and it's good to know family space. And then of course we have a large dining room with a fireplace and a large dining table. Now this is something essential that I need in this home. In England, one of the things that struck me very odd once I moved here is that pretty much every house I lived in, there is no space to have a proper dining table. So you will either have to put a dining table in the living room, and the kitchens, they are quite small compared to Portuguese kitchens. In Portugal, the kitchen is the heart of the home, so the kitchens are sometimes bigger than living spaces, because having dinner and family and cooking and kids running around, you need some space in there. But there's not a good place to put dining tables in England. So that is what I need, because my thing in my head is no Christmas, having a long table, a fireplace, and a place to put the Christmas tree, and that is all that I need. So very essential to put that in there. Now a lot of these bedrooms, as you can see, do have closets. That is something that if I would have bought one and they didn't have it, I would pay the money to tack a few on. Very important, keep all of the stuff inside, and then you don't have the need to have loads of chest of drawers and like bookcases around, because there's a closet there. And by the way, I put loads of bookcases downstairs. I am not a reader, okay? I have read 2 books in my life. Okay, if you are a reader, this might be quite shocking, but yes, I read 2 books in my whole life, and I read The Diary of Anne Frank, because I am half Dutch, and it is absolutely essential as a Dutch person to read it. So I read it, and I believe any person should read it, to be honest. And then I read The Secret Diary of Laura Palmer, which I don't know why I read that one, but I really liked it. So yeah, I only read Secret Diaries just because I felt I was snooping, I suppose. Yeah. Now in the back garden, obviously I wasn't gonna put a swimming pool in. First of all, in England, that is not realistic. We get like 2 weeks or 4 weeks of good weather in a year, so it's not really realistic to have one, except if it's a indoor one. So I decided not to put that. I did put in a little jacuzzi. There's a swing set, which my kids would flip out if they had a swing set in their back garden, and just like a dining table and a little barbecue, just in case you want to grill some things and eat outside, you can. Anyways, I do hope you like this. This was something that I wanted to do for a long time, but I wasn't really sure about what I wanted to do it, how I wanted to do it, I mean, and you know, I came to like I began to brainstorm, and this is it. This is what I want. Anyways, if you do want this as well, and if you want to download this house, there's two ways of doing that. You can either look for it on the gallery using hashtag SimsDesigns or hashtag SimsDesignsYT. The YT obviously stands for YouTube. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. I'm making videos every week, sometimes twice a week. So the videos are coming out pretty frequently. Oh, and there's a gym also, by the way. Oh, I did say that. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Please give this a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!